Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Hey, Carol. Hey, C4. How you doing? Y'all doing all right? It's going to be hard to hear me over the rain. Ooh, this is the coolest it's been all day today. How's everybody doing? Hmm. So you got rain too? Or you don't have rain? Had a great day with grandkids at the church block party, and now they are spending the night. Sit, sing caffeine, please. You need to get you some daggum coffee, Carol. Get you some coffee and keep yourself alive, girl. It started storming, and I run my tail up under the wood tent to stay dry, and it just put some distance between me and the boys for a little while. They're stuck up in the building, and I'm out here, and it's nice to be out here when it's quiet. I saw some of the pictures you posted, Carol. They were pretty cool. The bad thing about this kind of storm right here is it can make it when it moves out, it can make it hot. And I'm talking about humid hot, like that hot. I hope it doesn't, but who knows? I'm showing 4 on StreamYard and 4 on, well, that's a first. Carol said, I was in the backyard cleaning, then got gas. It was too dang hot at 10 a.m. It was hot here this morning, too. Carol's making coffee. Man, we having some good dinner tonight. My stepmom is making up some chicken. She's making our favorite casserole, and she's making sweet potato souffle. It don't get no better than that. I personally cannot wait till winter gets here. I can't wait till winter gets here. I can't wait till winter gets here. Well, I have an update for y'all. We're fixing to make the first installment on the payment to release my license. As soon as I make this payment, they're going to release one of the holds. How about that? They're fixing to release one of the holds on my license. That is awesome. Let's see. Um, it'll be after 3 by the time it passes you what will cool down. We'll see. The hottest part of the day here is 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, just like Texas, it would burn you up. Burn you up. So what else is everybody doing today? Carol says grilled chicken, corn on the cob, and salad. That sounds good. Carol, do you like grilled corn? Have you ever had grilled corn? Man, we used to eat that stuff at Daniel's all the time. He'd throw it in there and start it, and it would be so good. They had a little secret sauce they put on it that made it really, really good. Oh, and grilled zucchini. I forgot it is 3:43 your time by 4 your time, right? I hope you guys can hear me okay because it is this awning. The rain hitting the top of it makes a little noise, but it sure is cooler under here than anywhere else. You like grilled corn, Carol? I was never big on zucchini very much until my stepmom introduced it to me, but I loved squash, which didn't make no sense because that's all zucchini is a different brand of squash. And if you steam fried or if you skillet fried or you stir fried or whatever, it's good. I prefer yellow crooked neck squash over any squash, but that's just me. Rain came and is gone just that quick, but it's still cloudy, so we may get some more. What's y'all's favorite thing to eat on the grill? Chat, what's your favorite thing to eat on the grill? Hi, Gingy. How you doing this afternoon, sweetie? What's the temperature where you are? Winter cannot get here quick enough, or at least fall. Fall here is the perfect weather. 75, 80 degrees at the most, but not humid and cool. You usually have a breeze. It can be anywhere. I mean, if it can be 85 degrees or 90 degrees because if it's the right conditions, it's a pleasant day. If it's humid, it's going to be hot. Carol says steak. Me too. I love a grilled steak. I love grilled chicken. My dad's vinegar and butter chicken is probably, I don't know though, because his smoked chicken's good. So it depends on how he cooks it, but either way he cooks it, it's good. The 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 chicken's good, and I can't even remember I think the last time I had a steak, Deuce cooked it. Yes. That hold has been on my license for 23 years because of a wreck that I had because my car stalled out and died in the middle of the road. And I mean, it died. That was it. There was no recuperating from it. There was no fixing it. Without a new motor, it wasn't going to do squat. So after 8 years of driving a used car that had one owner, and the owner was an elderly man, and he just got to where he couldn't drive it no more, and I bought it, and it was the best investment I ever bought. That car died. There was a guy running from the police, and he was trying to get away, and he T-boned me. They took him to jail. His insurance company come after me. I was a single mom. I was late on my payment.
What time is it?
It's 4 o'clock. Go back in the house.
2 hours.
Go back in the house.
Are we having to make it?
Go back in the house. Don't come out again. And so this will be, and this is the one that I owe the actual most money on. But the lady's willing to work with me. She said if I could do such and such down, she would release my license. And I was like, that's all I wanted to hear. Then we got one more hurdle to go. So, I'm making progress anyway. The boys are still here because there's absolutely no intervention program, nothing down here, just like everywhere else. That the lady said, the lady told me at the center when I called her, she goes, if you want to get him help, you're going to have to put him back in the MHMR caseload and get him back on meds. I said, well, if you put him on medication, he can come live with you. And their dad is, I don't know, man. That man is like, I don't think he knows what he wants to do. He might tell me one thing, but his actions prove another. So we'll see. But I'm not going to give up. We're going to figure out something because after everything that's happened, I need some space. I've got to start getting my head clear. Um, I got to start getting some time to myself where I can get my thoughts together and get some stuff done. And I've never seen a situation where a person's so much in bondage it makes no sense. I can hear you just buffering. My phone's buffering because I'm showing a clear screen. All right, Carol, I got you. This is one of them little spontaneous evening storms we get in Georgia because of the heat index. But it sure has cooled it off. And if it don't cool it off for an hour, it's better. That's an hour we get a break from the heat. So we'll see what happens. I also figure I'd probably see some deer moving around, but I hadn't yet. So what's everybody up to today on a Sunday? Anything interesting happen? Anything good? Anything bad? Anything at all? Have you had a good day? Have you had a bad day? Is it a do-over day? What's up, Lee? Every day for me here lately is a do-over day. Now it looks like it's almost dark out here, and it's almost 4 o'clock. So, what is everybody else's favorite food on the grill? Carol says she likes grilled steak, and like in Texas, brisket's the thing, and here we throw a Boston Bud on the grill. That's what we do. Lee says I'm pulling weeds. Got a ton of tomatoes and cucumbers this year so far. My dad was talking about actually planting some and let's get them to grow before it gets cold. Because I haven't had a garden fresh cucumber this whole year. I don't think mine that I left behind is doing any good either. So, based on what Daniel says and Carrie, they said they're not doing anything, and I just can't figure that out. I can't figure out with everything that I did to try to get them to bloom and actually produce cucumbers. I followed all the directions of everybody else, and they just did not make it. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And my dad will usually have like a vine full of them bad boys. So I'm not really sure. Something's just off. But to me, the most peaceful thing there is rain. Thunder and rain. And especially if you happen to have a tin roof for it to hit, that is like the most relaxing thing there is. I love thunderstorms. I'll sit out here and watch them. As long as I don't see no tornado stuff and hail and things like that, that's a whole different ball game. So, but it looks like it's going to be short lived, which means it may get muggy. We'll see what happens. The woods are still today too. Hadn't seen no. I saw one doe this morning, which I snapped a picture of her. She's on my channel, but I think she's about the only one I've seen. But if the boys are out here clinking around and stuff, you just about ain't gonna get a deer to come up. Did anybody see the video of the wren this morning? I just told Charlene you're on. I can't see the rest of your message because that heart's on the far right corner. That drives me nuts. There we go. I don't hear anything. Be right back. Oh, that's cool. It's good that you guys are sharing. That's awesome. There was a lady down here that had an ad on the marketplace. She has some zipper peas. And if she didn't want so much daggum for them, I would get them. But she's wanting $50 a bushel. And that zipper peas, fresh garden zipper peas, you can't beat them. I love garden fresh vegetables anyway. But and it don't matter to me whether it's Ford hooks, whether it's butter beans, whether it's zipper peas, field peas, anything like that is good groceries. And I haven't had any of them in so long, fresh out of the field like that. We got a watermelon that was sent to us a couple of days ago. And all of the watermelons in Georgia have got a heart disease, according to my dad, who heard from his brother that it has infected all of the watermelons. Well, y'all know that the heart is the sweetest part of the watermelon, right? And it's like the sweetest of the sweet of the watermelon. And this one, I'm pretty sure it was store bought because it's seedless, but the heart just wasn't what it was supposed to be. I got the heart ate, and I had to deal with the yellow jackets trying to eat it before I did. And I finally just got aggravated, and I gave it to my son, and I told him, I said, finish it up, because the watermelons and stuff that this year just don't have no flavor to me. $50 for a bushel of zipper peas that you got to shell, which I don't mind shelling peas now. Back in the day, we used to all sit down as a group, and we would all have a container and a bucket, and we'd sit right there and shell peas all day. And then my stepmom would can them and put them up or put them in bags or whatever she did. But, or however she put them up. She jars more than anything. But, you talking about good eating fresh out of the garden like that. So, I've been looking around. I've been trying to find some that's a little bit cheaper. I'd like to get some field peas and some zipper peas and maybe some Ford hooks, and me and Mama sit here on the front porch one day and just have a shelling party. If she don't feel like shelling with me, I'll sit there and shell every single one of them myself. No big deal. It's going in the freezer. It don't matter. Still hearing some thunder rumbling, though. The rain's just about stopped, but I'm still hearing thunder. That and people riding up and down the lake on boats. The government is messing with the food. If you can grow it, do it. Yeah, right. The government is not only messing with their food, but they are injecting our meats. There's places in California right now where they are serving petri dish grown chicken. The meat is being grown in a lab. It's being distributed to the grocery stores, and it is being sold to the public. Now, some of the people in California might actually have a clue and know what they're eating. Some of them probably have no clue. And I'm going to tell you, I'll take a barnyard, grass fed, free roaming chicken any day over something that they decided they wanted to try to build up in a laboratory. And there is no telling what in the hell they're putting in it. Hey Slim, how you doing, sweetie? Um, I remember talking to my dad every morning before the heat of the summer hit. We would be talking on the phone, and he was telling me it would be so cool here during the morning time that he would either have to get a light something on his arms, or he would have to put a little heat on. And we were already busting 100+ degrees in Texas, and I was like, man, I wish it was like that here. But the bad thing is a lot of our produce is grown here, and it was, to me, it just seems a little too coincidental that we had cold weather up until the middle of June, and nobody could plant no crops. And if they did plant crops, the freeze got them. So I like fruits and vegetables, and I'm absolutely an avid tomato lover, and I like tomato sandwiches and things like that. So, but it has to be a vine rot tomato. I don't like store bought tomatoes; they're nasty. Slim, you doing all right today? How's Miss Charlene feeling? Because I haven't seen her in here. How's she feeling? She told me the last time I talked to her she was still sick. If you guys sit here with me for a minute, y'all might see a deer moving. Dad said they like to move in the rain too. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll see one. Who knows? It's worth a try though. That's good. She's feeling a little bit better. Did she ever get a diagnosis, Slim? Did they tell her what was wrong with her, or did she just have a crud? One of these days we'll take a walk down to the lake. I got to get my mind right, y'all. I'm still stressing some during the day. I'm still having good days and bad days. I'm having good moments and bad moments. I try not to involve it in the live stream, but I'm still struggling with everything. So a little bit overwhelmed right now, honestly. But my true friends who call me during the day and check on me, and y'all know who you are. Y'all made a real big difference. It helped some, but still getting dragged down. Still just sad about the whole situation. It's just really messed up. So it's hard to walk around here and smile every day, and it's hard to walk around here and be in a good mood most of the day. And like I can come out here like this right now and just breathe. Just breathe. Just take a deep breath and just breathe a little bit. If you can get a greenhouse, that would be a good idea. It'll stop that. But see, it ain't even that they're just spraying them, though. They're putting them in the feed for the animals, and they're injecting the meats before they put them in the grocery store. And just a bunch of crap. People don't realize exactly what all they're doing. Just like if I go to the store and I buy one of them containers of blackberries or strawberries or any kind of fruit, I make sure I wash that crap before we ever eat it, because there's no telling what they're putting on it. And I guess they think they can just do, and well, history's proven that they can. They're getting away with this stuff because nobody cares. And then there's so many people in the world right now that are just clueless. that are clueless as to what's going on around them. So if you can do your own stuff, that's the way to do it. They have got an app that you can download to your phone. It's called Public Square. And if you're out here where I'm at, so far I have had no luck with it. But if you can get it on your phone, it will give you every independent grower, um, like non-chain and like I guess homegrown beef and stuff like that, where you can get it from directly from the farms and butcher shops and stuff like that. And they give you a list of all that stuff and where to go to get it. And again, the name of the app is called Public Square, and it is really. I've seen the reviews on it. People seem really pleased with it. But down here in the country like this, there's not a lot of things that come up on it. But for somebody in the city, it would populate a pretty good selection for someone in a big city. And if you want to stay away from all the stuff that they're doing to the food and stuff, that's a good way to start. It'll tell you what's available in your area, where you can go to get it, how far it is, and all that stuff. It tells you pretty much the prices and what kind of selection they got and stuff like that. I don't think they give you the ability to shop online or nothing, but they tell you where to go to get your stuff that you want. That's not part of all this daggum mess they're trying to feed us every day. So, and I hadn't even thought about putting the garden under something like a greenhouse. I've never agreed with greenhouses really. And to me, I've never used one other than in school. But plants need real sunlight, not like artificial sunlight. They need real sunlight. And that's why I've never used one. I want my stuff out where it can get sun. But so many of our fruits and vegetables are mass produced. And just like you can go to the store and get a chicken sold in the grocery store that looks like a damn turkey instead of a chicken. Carrie's Musings, how you doing? They're putting it in the feed. In other words, they're going to get us either way you want to slice it. Either they're going to spray it on us, they're going to inject it directly in the meat, or they're going to put it in the feed that they're eating one. Either way, we're going to get it. These daggum people are determined to kill us all. For real. And there has to be somewhere, some way, there has to be laws against it where it can be stopped. But, people walk around here, they see what's going on with the elections. They see what's going on with the country. They see what Biden's doing with the food. They see how they're silencing the patriots and stuff like that. But nothing's being done. The J6 vigils and the J6 prisoners is a prime example. Them people, if it was known, if it was common knowledge, like if mainstream media covered the negative side or the truth about what happened January the 6th and how the inmates and all are being treated up there, and if it wasn't for the live streamers, but then they're messing with the live streams too. Glory be Freedom and Stormtrooper and all of those people that are up there covering the vigil, they're buffering every time you turn around. There's constant interruptions, and it's like they just do not want the truth out at all, at all, at all. And they're covering their butt at all cost. So this is about the only thing that I have other than sitting down and talking to my family that gets me away from everything for a little while. Coming out here and dealing with the live stream for a little while, it's about the only out I have right now. There ain't nothing on that TV I want to watch. There probably is very little of these woods that I haven't seen at some point in my lifetime. And pretty much if you've seen one deer, you've seen 10, unless a big buck or something comes up out here. And it's just like, I have entirely too much time on my hands. That's why I want to get my pots back. I want to sit down and really throw myself in working on some pots, and it's only going to be a couple of days before I get them, y'all. I have to get some because I am bored out of my mind. And when you're bored, you sit there and you ponder stuff. And I'm trying not to ponder things. I'm trying not to let it. I'm trying not to let the circumstances get me down because there's one thing for sure. The entire daggum world can tell you that this is the way something's going to be, but the God we serve is way higher than that, and He can, if He chooses to, He can bless us by fixing it. You see what I'm saying? But He's the only one who can. And if you got to have some hope, the best thing to do is to have some hope and faith in that, because there ain't nothing else tangible that you can touch that's going to do it. So I'm trying to keep my spirits up, and I'm trying to keep things like on the back burner so I can concentrate on me instead of like being bummed out all the time. It's kind of hard though. It is hard. And especially at certain times of the day it'll get to me. But I'm praying more right now than I've ever prayed before, I think. It's really the only thing that comforts me other than just spending some time with my family. So, Sir Carrie. How did you get that name, Sir Carrie? It's peaceful out here with it like this. It is very, very quiet, peaceful. There ain't nothing moving other than the rain. I see a few birds, that's it. This morning, my dad has got some squirrels in this yard that looks like house cats. They so big and fat. And the acorns have not even started falling yet, and when they do, they gonna really gain some weight. Hold on. Did I miss Charlene? Nope, I don't see her on my screen. Hey Gator, what's going on with you? What's going on in Florida? You guys got sunny skies, or y'all getting rain like us? It came and it went very quickly. Oh, Charlene? Is Charlene the one that gave you the name, you mean? Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. You've been knighted by Charlene, that's what that is. She's giving you a little prestige, Carrie. I'm not in Florida, I'm in Ohio, and it's sunny here. Okay. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, that's why with Gator Girl, I just assumed that's where you were. And you up there with Carol and Santa and a couple more, Lady Buckeye. Let's hope we don't meet the bear, y'all. We don't want to meet the bear. Dad said that there's been a couple of sightings of him out here, but or in the area anyway. We ain't seen him yet. He swear us up and down he's seen his tracks though. I would probably poop a mountain if a bear walked on up on me out here, for real. And there's some places you can go. You can look, step out on your back porch, and that's all you see is bear and deer and all grades of stuff. Like up in the mountains and stuff, that's what you do. That's the most beautiful thing about being outside. Way back there in the distance, there's a cardinal. I'm sure the camera's too far for y'all to see it, but the birds love the rain. They play in it. When you water the garden and stuff, they'll get in the trees and they'll enjoy the sprinkler in the water. So the birds come out when it rains. Everything else might bed down, but the birds come out in the rain. It's from the Buckeye State, but not an OSU Buckeye fan. Huh. Okay, in Ohio, the Buckeye State, or am I lost? Hold on a second. I see you, C4, but I don't see the whole comment because that heart's on the right hand side of the screen. It drives me insane. I use it on other streams, but right now on my screen it's in the way. I wish we could get rid of it. Because until somebody texts and another message comes in, I won't be able to read it. Especially on my mobile. Let me try to turn y'all sideways and see if it'll help. Wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on. I'm asking. I'm praying for restoration. I'm praying for restoration of what's been lost. That's all I can do. Sometimes the things that happen to you is beyond your control. And when I sit down and pray, I'm praying for God to restore what was lost. And man will fail you every time. God will not. I got some stuff I need to work on though too. I got to do some work on me because my potty mouth has gotten really, really bad. My dad's been fussing at me about my language, so I'm having to curb my language down, and it's making me more self-conscious of it. I'm not where I need to be, but I'm making a conscious effort to cuss a lot less. And because when your temper and all is not right, and your mentality with your mind's not right, it's real easy to flare up about the situation. So, and still got a lot of anger. So, and the anger right now is being put exactly where it needs to be put, but and directed at whom it needs to be directed at. And I'm dealing with that situation. But I'm making an effort starting this morning, especially after my dad spoke to me, to keep myself in check a lot more, because it's really hard to ask God for anything when you acting like a heathen. Charlene says, well, I'm glad I checked in. I heard Slim's phone as I walked by it, and I thought to myself, I know that voice. Hello, beautiful Patriot family. Hey, Mom, how you feeling? Hi, Tower 1776. Welcome to the chat, and hello. They say intelligent people curse more. No, we just get lazy, and life gets us bitter, and we just get comfortable, and any way you want to slice it. I think, what is it the Bible says, that what comes out of your mouth is what's in your heart and your brain. So, or basically something to that effect. And that the mouth can defile the whole body. And I just got to figure out exactly how much I want the change. The change has to start first with me. If I expect God to move, He ain't gonna move the way I'm living now. I mean, He's just not. And that's exactly what I want. I want Him to move in a mighty way and show off what He can do. And restore everything I just lost, because that's the way it should be. Yellow Rose, good evening, good evening. It's funny how bad our society has changed. I remember back when television and all first started airing programs, you couldn't see a woman wearing anything that showed any skin. Oh my goodness, that was an abomination. And now on every public channel you look at, you got women half naked, just about showing off and twerking their butts and stuff. And they twerk in cartoons now. It's just it's amazing to me how bad society has slipped, and us as humans have too. We get comfortable, we get complacent. We even if we're happy, we still get comfortable. And it don't take but a second, and I can attest to this, for life to change. So and then you realize when you have all this time on your hands just how bad you've gotten, and how much you have pulled away from God. Instead of God don't pull away from you, you pull away from him. You get busy with life, and you get busy with other stuff, and you worry about bills, and you worry about car payments, and you do all these things, and you forget that he's the fixer of all that. And I'm the world's worst at it. Gator says, I'm going to have to lay down and take a nap. I'm tired today. Love y'all. You get you some good sleep, Gator. And Charlene says, amen. Head up, patience, and just listen to God. It's all about positive thinking. I know. You keep telling me that. I'm trying my best to get myself in check and learn it. And not only learn it, but I've always known it. For a long time, I've known it. Luckily for me, I was blessed enough to have somebody to teach me these things at a young age. But life can get you sometimes, and you just forget. You forget where you have been. You forget what you've overcome in the past. You forget what God has done for you. You just forget. You forget, and it gets easier every day to forget. So I thought I'd get you guys on here for a little while and just see what happens out here this afternoon. The rain and thunder looks like it might be just about over. I was hoping maybe we could see a deer walking through the woods. The temperature sure did cool down out here. I know that. Goodness. You need to go back and watch some of Mad Republic's readings on positive thinking. Yeah. It's like, I made the statement this morning to someone that God's ability to restore is greater than the devil's ability to destroy. God's ability to restore is greater than the devil's ability to destroy. And that's a fact. And so often we forget it. So often we forget it. Charlene says, honestly, I'll admit it. I thought when he was reading sometime it was speaking right to me. Yellow says, I love Mad Republic. Reading to us it's always educational. Um, my dad just called through the phone. And Dad, if you're listening to the live stream, I am live. Can't answer the phone when I'm live. It'll end the stream. So, it stopped raining, Dad. You can come outside. Uh-huh. What you calling me for? You know I'm live. What's up? Be right back, y'all. Well, I've always said the same thing, and we'll talk about it. I've got her number. I'll see if I can get his. I don't know if I have his anymore. I don't either. But I've got her number. I know. Yeah, me and the live stream are live. We've been under the shed. We've been waiting on. We've been enjoying the cool weather. So I thought I'd go live. These are in there. We were just sitting out here chilling. Does Mama need any help on dinner? What's up? I will. Well, I won't either, because if you ain't out here, I'll call them back. Hey, Dad, I don't get paid. I order them online. You order them online. It's either that or you have to go to Lawrence County.
Why?
I don't know. Probably because I need theirs more than mine, and I pulled them out for some reason. I got copies of the birth certificates in their paperwork, but I don't know if they'll take it. We'll see, but you don't want to anyway. We're talking about it. Okay, well, we'll see what's going on. He's mad at you, right? All right, Daddy. I'll get the live stream settled in a minute, okay? Had to have a powwow with Daddy real quick. Sorry about that, guys. He obviously didn't know I was live. All right, here we go. Nina, what's up? Okay, what did I miss? Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, in this situation right here that I'm going through right now, it would be really, really easy for me to get my mind, and it was. For about 2 weeks, my mind was in a bad spot. But one of the things that I had to remember, and it came through my mind almost like a thought one day when I was sitting here, just pondering stuff. You know how you do things, you kind of dwell on it sometimes and really reflect on things and stuff. And so one day I was sitting out here, just sitting at the table here, watching the kids do what they do. And the thought came into my mind that there's a lot of things that humans can do, but we we have limitations, and the best part of it all is the reminder that with God all things are possible. So I will keep praying, and I will be praying for Deuce as well. But most of all, I'll be speaking life and praying and thanking God for the restoration of what's to come, because I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to roll over and just give up. I'm not going to do that. He means too much to me to do that. So I'm not going to sit here and dwell and talk about Deuce and drag his name down and keep bringing him up. But in that situation right now, I'm in deep prayer, and we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to keep praying, and I'm not going to stop praying. If you feel his, wait a minute, I can't see your comment quite yet, C4, just hang on. But, Charlene, I'm so glad you're feeling better, or at least on your way to feeling better. There is, it would be easy to let stuff get you to the point where you don't have no hope at all. And that's what the devil wants us to do. The devil wants us to just keep taking his crap and roll over and want to just give up and die. And, he there's a part of me that wants to look at this stuff as a demonic attack, because in a way it is. When you got that much stuff that you have to deal with, that's being thrown at you, both of you, and then everything that you're trying to do to keep stuff together, there's something there like an unseen force nearby to just taking it out. And I'm gonna fight because it's all I know to do. And I know one thing: if I give up, it's already lost. So I'm trying to get my heart right. I'm trying to get my mind right. I'm trying to get my actions right. And I'm trying to focus on what I need to focus on. I'm fixing to get these licenses dealt with. It's going to feel so good to make this payment in 2 days, y'all. It's not going. It's only half the battle, but I guarantee you, I will not give up on nothing. And again, I will keep praying, and I will keep speaking it into existence, because I do believe the devil tore it down. No doubt in my mind. And yes, prayer is a powerful, powerful, powerful thing. Uh, Charlene says exactly. It's the words. It's like, oh crap, yeah, I say that sometimes. Oh no, I say that too. Lots of love. And you're welcome. We will continue to pray for you. I was so sad when I found out you were sick. Um, and you battled it. Now I guarantee you, it's been a week that I hadn't seen you anywhere. C4 says, you're right. Just keep an open mind. Don't give back. I can't. And that's the thing. I can't, because I was telling, I think it was Red Cactus last night. I was asking her, I was trying to get down to a problem with StreamYard. And to come to find out, she uses Prism, and she couldn't really tell me anything. I'm trying to loop a video. And I've been trying to loop a video now for a couple weeks, and I just cannot figure out what I'm doing wrong. And I mean, the whole loop section on StreamYard ain't but like 2 inches wide. It can't be real complicated, but I can't get my videos to load into it, and that's what's messing me up. So I called her to see if she could be of assistance, because she's got that little intro on her stream. But she didn't know anything. But me and her, she didn't know anything about StreamYard. Me and her were sitting there talking about just everything, and I kind of give her a little bit of my backstory from going way, way back, to when I was young and all this mess with me started. And, just trying to live your life each and every day, just wanting to be happy, but you just can't ever get it. And then when you do, good Lord, what happened? Oh my goodness. And so, and that's just another display of Satan being alive and well in this world, man. He is not, because we're patriots. We believe in God and country and freedom and flags, and we believe in the right to choose a lot of things, and the right to stand on your own if you so choose. And we believe in a world with no government control, and them not telling us what to do, and da 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 da. And they should go to jail for what they're doing to the people here and in other nations as well. And luckily, we still have a Second Amendment right, but they're coming after that now. So, I mean, literally, we're being stripped of everything. And Satan is alive and well. And if you're fighting the good fight, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're standing tall, like Ephesians said, when you've done everything you can to stand, then stand thereof. When that's all you're doing, it don't take much that it can sway you loose. And then if you got enough coming at you at one time, you'll lose sight of what you need to be, what you should have your eyes on to begin with. So I mean, and that was what this situation was. It was literally one attack after another, after another, after another, after another. You didn't get a chance to even take a breath between them. And it's a lot easier for me to see it now that I'm not in there. Now that we're not going through it. But yeah, um, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep fighting, and I'm going to keep praying, and I'm going to let God do what God does the best. If that's what His will is. If it's not, then I'm just going to have to deal with it. But I'm not just going to roll over and give up. It's not even in my makeup to be that way. I'm just not like that. I have always had to be a fighter, and I will always be one. You know, um, I've had a lot of things that I thought made me happy in my lifetime. But the last 9 months that I was up there in Texas meant a lot. And I was happy. I was happy in a lot of ways, but I wasn't happy with the conflict and all the stuff going on around me. But as far as being happy with who I was with, yes, I was happy. And so I'm going to do what I need to do for me first to get me where I need to be. So that if God restores what I lost, that I will be in the best shape possible when that restoration occurs. And that's the way I'm going to handle it. Nina says the devil will send people and circumstances in your life to throw you off and take your joy, right? And that most definitely, that's exactly what happened. I mean, in what in a second, I went from being happy to being defeated, just downright defeated. And so yeah, you're right. And it took me a while to get my shit together here too, because I had a lot of stuff I had to work through to get here. C4 says, once you get the ID, everything will fall together. We'll see. It's not just about me. It's not just me making that decision, though, y'all. It's not just me I can control what I do, but it's not just me. It's going to take both of us. And right now, he don't even want to hear that mess. Two steps forward, no steps back, right? And that's the thing. Sometimes all you can do is walk forward. Or maybe best way to put it is sometimes you can't walk forward at all. Sometimes you have to just stand still. Sometimes you got to stand still and you got to see what's supposed to be happening. And then you can take a couple steps. But me, I come down here and I had a goal when I got here. And I'm not going to deviate away from that goal. And the more I work on me and the more I pray, I believe God's going to restore the situation, period. And if I didn't believe that, if we couldn't hang on to something like that? If we can't hang on to that kind of promise or that kind of possibility, then what do we have? What's the point in living life? If you're going to gain something and lose it, or if you're going to have something that you want and you lose it. If you don't have hope, you've lost it all right there. If you don't have hope and faith. The Bible says, where two or more are gathered in my name, there I will be also. And I may have misquoted that just a little bit. But you guys get who can tell me what verse in the Bible that is? Where two or more are gathered in my name, there I will be also. What verse is it? Does anybody know? Because I don't without looking it up, not by heart. But I know the verse. I like John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, and I like John 3:14 and 3:16. And there's a lot in that Bible that will comfort you in hard times. But I've been praying a lot, and I've been zoning into my praise and worship and letting God speak to me that way, because that's the way I worship right there. Everybody's stuff is different, and they handle it different. C4 says, I've been there more than once. Keep going straight, right? One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. That's all you can do. And just keep praying and try to get your focus. And I need to, like I said, I got to work on me a little bit too. I got to get all this stuff done up here. And most of all, I got to reflect back on what I need to change. And there's a lot of it. You know, there's a lot of it. Because us as a Freedom family, one of the things we've got to realize is if we ain't got God, we ain't going to get this done. And if we don't start focusing and praying about the situation more, we're not going to get it done either. It doesn't matter what we do or what our intentions are or what we want out of this in general. And I'm talking about the whole movement. But if we don't stay in prayer, we are we are fighting a losing battle. And the evidence of that is everywhere around us right now. Think about Glory B and Stormtrooper and all them being down there at the vigil every night. They are being harassed by the same people over and over and over and over. Those people Satan has put in place to destroy what they are trying to do. And it ain't just Satan, but it's Satan that's behind it. Anybody that will stand out there and do what they have done to Mickey over all this time, everything that she has battled since she's been standing in that vigil, everything that she has stood for, everything that they have tried to take away from her, every time they have tried to arrest her, everything. Go in the house. Go in the house.
Can I make a sandwich?
No, go in the house. Nana is cooking dinner. No. If you come out again, you're going to work. So, Nina says Matthew something. Tomorrow is a new day. Monday, just a suggestion, make a list of the things you need, and every day do one mark on that list. Yep, Daddy told me that we got a busy day tomorrow. We're going to call and check on these birth certificates that have somehow or another walked off, and we got to get them replaced first. We've been trying to reach the boys' dad today to deal with him on some issues. I have got to... We got to make this payment.
I found something for you. I thought you might like it because you love anything with an American flag on it. But I do
Just give it to me
I
so
do
y'all
have
think.
one question. What time is it?
It is like almost 5 o'clock. Okay.
It's an American
No,
flag
take it
on it.
back. Take it back and stay. Y'all better stay out of that stuff is what you better do.
We are.
No, you're not. Christopher. I mean, no. I'll be there in a minute. I fix to have to end the live because y'all into everything, as always. Yes, you are. Hush. If he don't want to be with you, you know what to do. We only can be here to help you throughout the bad times, right? That's right. And it's not even, I'm just saying that instead of looking at it like if he makes that choice, which if that's the choice he makes after everything I can get accomplished to try to restore that relationship and it still doesn't work, then I'll move on and I'll have no choice but to do so. But I'm a brewer. It's not in my blood to lay down and just roll over and die and give up. I'm not going to do it. I would be in jail and the drop-ins. Yeah, there's a lot of bad times. There sure is. There's a lot of bad times. There's a lot of days of not having good days. There are days when I literally have to sit on my hands to stop from communicating with them sometimes. I have to make myself not respond or make myself not send them anything. And if I do send them anything, it's a positive thing. I'm done with the negative, and I'm done with the effects of the negative. I'm just done with it. There has got to be a positive lining in this stuff somewhere. And wherever it's at, I'm going to find it. Whether it's going to end with a restoration of what we had, whether it's going to be a new direction, whatever God chooses. God knows what's on my heart. He knows what I'm praying for. And he also knows what he meant to me. And he knows how much I love him. So all I can do is pray and concentrate on what I need to do. I need to work on me. And if I can get me right, we'll see what happens. Let's see. You want to be with someone that puts you first. That says everything about a person. I know. That's true too. That is true too. And I'm not fixed to sit here and say whether he did or he didn't. Sometimes he did. Sometimes he didn't. Sometimes I did. Sometimes I didn't. Sometimes we just didn't stand a damn chance to get nothing right. You know? But I'm not blaming him because it ain't his fault. Some of it might be we did enough. We had a little friction there that was between me and him personally, but we could have overcome that had we been given a chance to. We were just dealing with too much stuff on the side to even concentrate on anything else. And again, it's not his fault or mine. I don't think. I think it was just circumstances. And regardless of what's going on and what happens and what doesn't happen, I'm not saying it will or it won't, but I know one thing. I know the God that I know that God's greater than all doubt. Okay. I know that he's greater than every no. He's greater than every heartbreak. He's greater than every mistake. And he can fix it all. And he can also help me heal me. You see what I'm saying? Because that's necessary right now. It's necessary and it has to be done. And slowly but surely it's happening. Me and Dad have jumped into this together as much as we can, straightforward. We're trying to get my stuff dealt with when it comes to my license and the ability to be able to work and things. Um, we've got stuff dragging a little bit where the boys are concerned because we're running into complications. But you know what? That too is being prayed about. So when I tell you I'm in prayer about the overall situation, I'm praying, and that's all I can do. And I can just ask God for what I want. That's what he says. You're supposed to ask me for what you want. The desires of your heart I will give you if you just ask. So there you go. August is the 6th. Wait, August 8th is my 60th. And August 15th is Slim and Yes, 42 years. The signs are there. We are overlooking things every day. C4, what are you talking about specifically? We well, it's not even that we don't. It's not even that we're overlooking them. We are so, Satan is so alive and busy, and he keeps us so messed up in our head, and he keeps friction around us all the time. And there's obstacle after obstacle after obstacle that he makes us jump over. And I mean, we've got everything that could possibly, in just us in general, in standing in our way. We've got everything that could stop us trying to stop us. And that's all of us, the family as a whole. They do not want us to succeed. The devil is behind every bad thing that's going on in this world right now and all of the things that they're doing to us. And he does not want God to win. Period. So if he breaks us down, if he tears us down, if he makes he turns situations that God can put two people together and have a destiny for them together to do something. And then because Satan doesn't want it done, he breaks it apart. And he makes it impossible. So and it's easier when you're in the middle of all that crap to remember that it's harder to remember that God is above all things, and he can do all things, and he can accomplish all things. So that's what I'm. That positive mindset, I have no choice but to use it, and I'm trying very hard to stay centered on it because it's the only thing that gives me peace right now. The positive. I have to stay positive, and not only that, but when I'm having a bad day, instead of fussing at somebody and screaming like I want to, I just have to sit down and pray, and I have to think about things. So I still got a lot to do, but that's okay because I'm the woman to do it. You can bet that. Yeah, he is, Nina. You're right. And that you look at his influence on the Freedom Family and the mission that we originally had, and the opposition that's coming our way. This is not an opposition against those who don't believe in the freedoms of people and those that do. This is a battle between good and evil. And everybody that's in the freedom movement, I do believe, the family itself, the members were chosen carefully. God put us here for a reason. Every single one of us have a destination and a reason to be where we are right now. And we have a job to do. And Satan is trying to take that and destroy it. And if he has to destroy everyone and everything that's involved in this movement to break us, that's what he's going to do. So, do me and him have a job to do? I don't know. But I don't think we met by accident. So, I believe that we probably do. And I believe that the devil has done everything he could to break it down. So, and the movement is the same way. Whatever our job is, whatever our goal is, whatever we are supposed to do as a family to help this country, the people and the powers that be, and the people and the entity that backs that is going to do everything they can to tear us down. Tracy Robinson, what's up? I just came live on here for a little while just to let you guys watch the rain. I wanted to see if maybe we could spot a deer. But with me out here live streaming, we may not see one. And if we do, it's going to be in the distance. But like I said, there's a lot of peace in the rain. So that's exactly what I need today, is to just kind of step away from everything, get away from the kids for a while, sit out here where it's perfectly quiet, back on everything, get my mind right, and my heart's right. I got to do it all. But I'm not a quitter. That's one thing. One thing you guys need to know about me. I am not a quitter. I'm not going to roll over and give up. I'm just not. My dad made a big pot of white clam chowder, homemade. Smell it from here. I have to go get my dish ready with the crackers and all. Love everyone. Have a great day. I'm fixing to end the live anyway. I got to go in and check on the kids for a minute, get all my stuff in. I want to read. If it'll quit raining, I'd like to sit back at the table and read a while. Has it still not rained in Texas in the past week and a half, 2 weeks, Tracy? Because I know when I was there, it was hot as blue blazes, man, hot. 105, 106, 107. Heat index be way up there. And no rain for nothing. One night we were supposed to have rain, and it thundered and thundered and thundered and lightning and lightning and lightning. It rained for 5 minutes and quit. And all that does is make you mad. No clam chowder for me. Y'all can have that mess. I am not a big seafood person. I'm not big on fish either. So I'm just saying. I like fried shrimp. I like shrimp scampi. And that's about all the seafood I eat. My dad was talking about going to get some frog legs in a couple of days. And I looked at him and I was like, I'll eat a sandwich that night. Yeah, I'm not eating no frog legs. And Dad's like, have you ever had frog legs? And I'm not like, nope, and I don't want none. That would be like eating a rattlesnake. I'm not eating no rattlesnake. That daggum thing was cursed by God himself. All snakes were cursed by God. I'm not fixing to eat something that got a curse from God. I'm sorry. I don't need it. No, thank you. Wow. Nobody was hurt in the movement, were they? Everybody safe? All the Patriots safe? Because you got Stormtrooper and you got the Chinese ladies. You got Glory V up there. Jamie Crow's been streaming up there. Is all of our people all right? I'm going to finish this cigarette and I'm going to end this live. Yepers, God put us in place for his help to get all of the God's children to unite as one. And we all and all we've done as a group, and I mean this as a group. I don't mean it as individuals. I mean it as a group. We were good for a while, and then the distractions came, the problems came, the devil came, and he broke it all down. And if we could get reunited and get it right, we'd be all right. But there's a lot of small stuff going around, a lot of bad people trying to destroy what we're trying to do. And again, a battle between good and evil. That's all it is. Oh wow. I haven't watched the Vigil in a while. As a matter of fact, I stay out of streams most of the time here lately because if my mind ain't right and I ain't got a good attitude, I'm not going in there. It don't take but 2 seconds to misunderstand something somebody says and time them out for some stupid crap that you got a problem with yourself. So when I'm weighed down like this, I won't go in there. And I tell you what, I'm so sick of hearing AP's mouth. That's a big one for me. At the vigil, I'm sick of hearing that lady. I'm sick of hearing it. Um, but what it all comes down to is, like I said, um, for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, I let it get me down. I refuse to do it. I refuse to roll over. I refuse to give up. And since I can't do nothing else but pray about it right now, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And not only that, but it's the best thing for me at this point. You know, at any point, it's the best thing I can do. And if it ain't for the friends that keep talking to me and letting me know I got to keep doing this and this and this and this, and my frame of mind and how I'm supposed to handle it and what I need to be doing every day, yeah. My friends keep reminding me of how I'm supposed to do this, and they keep me uplifted. They keep supporting me, and on the bad days, I make a private phone call, and if I need to cry, I do. But when I get on this chat, I'm gonna keep myself composed as much as possible, and I'm gonna try to let all that stuff that weighs on me go because I have to. I have to let it go. If I'm gonna come out of this and God's gonna work, I got to work on me too. And I'm talking, I majorly need to work on me. It really is, Tracy. I can't stand her. She'll make me get off of a live stream faster than anything I know. And when I was on the lawn, I had to listen to her too. Plus, we all listened to her while she rant and raved with TPC. I'm sick of that woman. She gets on my nerves. Her and all her little minions. What?
Mom, do you remember how you said
What do you want, Chris? I told you I was live. What do you want? I also told you not to come back out.
CSI Miami?
All right, bye. You came outside to tell me that. Oh, you just want to disobey. So as I can, when it was raining, the kids wasn't gonna come out for nothing. Now they're gonna start stirring. So I'm fixing to go ahead and end the live. I tell you what. Again, where two or more are gathered in my name, shall I be also. Everybody, please join me in prayer for restoration. It would be really nice. And if enough of us pray, God will move. And if I sit here and pray alone, God could still move. You know, like I said, I refuse to give up and roll over. I'm just not going to do it. It's not even in my makeup. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not going to give up and I'm not going to roll over. And if I end up being defeated, then it's going to be God's will that I'm defeated. Because God can take the worst situation and turn it completely around. I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it too many times. He's done it in my life. He's done it in people's lives that I love. He did it in my parents' life many years ago. Um, God can do what we can't do. I mean, it's just that simple. He can do what we can't do. The devil whispered in my ear, "You can't withstand the storm." I whispered back in the devil's ear, "I am the storm." You're right. And that's my mentality right now. Never give up and never give in. You right. You guys are right. You can't give up. You have to keep going. And you have to keep fighting. You have to keep praying. And you have to keep moving. And most of all, keep moving forward. Um, God points out to me every single day my shortcomings. Trust me. He points out every day what I need to change and work on. And if he don't do it through me directly, he does it through people around me. So any way you want to slice it, he's going to bring it to my attention. So it's my job to listen, and that's what I'm working on now. I'm not going to ever be perfect, and I may never. I'm never going to be perfect at all. I'm never going to be perfect. But I tell you what, I'm strong because I've been through hell and back a couple times. You're the first person that's called me that in a long time. Oh wow. Now Nina, you made me tear up a little bit on that one. I hadn't seen it in a long time, so wow. I wasn't expecting that or my reaction to it for that matter. It's okay, don't worry about it. It's actually good. It just reminds me of where I need to get my mind back at. And it also reminds me of what I'm fighting for. So it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know that old expression, what doesn't kill us will make us stronger? There you go. There you go. I'll see if Charlene will send you a message on the pictures I got yesterday of the angel as soon as I take pics. I said I see you. She okay. I'm sorry. I'm missing. Either it's typed wrong or I'm reading it wrong. But whatever you want to send me, if you're talking to Charlene directly, Charlene, I'd like to see those pictures. If you could share them with me, that would be great. And if she's talking about sharing them with me anyway, please do. I'd like to see that. That'd be interesting. Um, they ain't nobody said nothing about her lately. I'm just saying she's a reason that she just gripes my nerve. Let's just put it that way. She gripes my nerves. She gripes my nerves, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, we don't worry about it. We'll be all right. And you guys, like I said, y'all keep praying with me, and we'll see if we can get this done. And y'all take care. I'll try to go live in the morning when I'm having coffee with Daddy, if he's okay with being on the live stream. We may sit down and go live, just me and him, and have coffee together. Um, but now that it cooled off, I wanted to come out here and go live. I wanted to take advantage of the rain and the storm and the cooler weather and get out here and really talk to y'all. So y'all just keep praying for me. I'm praying also. I'm praying for me. I'm praying for Deuce. I'm praying for the situation. I'm praying for everything. Praying for the kids. I'm just praying. I stay in prayer as much as I can. When I get in a bad mood, that's what I do. I pray. Or it creeps up in me a little bit and I start getting sad, I pray. So that's all I got to hang on to right now. And I know everybody else is too. And I know my parents are. I know they're praying for me. So, yeah, just keep praying for us. We need it. And most of all, please pray for God to move and do a miracle in this, y'all, because He can. He's still in the miracle working business. He will be until He comes back. Because if He didn't do miracles, we wouldn't have nothing to hold on to. Point blank. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody pray with me on this. Because again, where one or more are gathered in my name, let's do it, guys. We can do it. And I can do what it takes to get there. So, because I'm a tough old bird, I got this. I won't be defeated by stupidity. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to stay prayed up. I'm going to stay prayed up, and I'm going to try to keep my focus on positive stuff. It's hard sometimes, but I'm going to do it. If it takes my last breath, I'm going to fight. You guys take care. I wanted to just touch base with you, let you guys see the woods out here. I'm posting deer as I see them, so they're on the page. Y'all check them out. And we got that little wren that has built a dadgum nest in my dad's boot on the front porch. But that little sucker is fast. And getting that bird on camera has been a trial. I'm telling you, I've been watching it since the day I got home, and it took me this long to catch it. And I may never get an opportunity to do it again. We got some hummingbirds flying around here I want to get some video of too, if I can do it right. So, you guys, and like I said, in a couple of days, we're going to be working on a pot. So, we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all in a day or two. We may see y'all in the morning. I'm just going to have to wait and see how I feel when I get up. So, and how my dad feels too. It ain't just me, it's him as well. So, but yeah, we're doing, slowly but surely, I'm starting to come out of it some. Not very much, but I am coming out of it. The prayer and the music and spending time with God's a good comfort. So, and sometimes late at night, that's what I'll do. I'll put my headphones in. I'll put my music in. I stay off the stuff I know I shouldn't be listening to right now because it's bad for my brain. It's bad for my heart, especially. So I keep all that stuff at bay, and I just concentrate on the praise and worship music because right now that's what I need to surround myself with. And I'll sit out here right by myself and talk to God late at night. Just talk to Him like I'm talking to y'all. So, but that's it. You guys, y'all please take care. Have a good day. Enjoy next week. Try to be safe in everything you do. And for those of you that have my phone number, if you need anything, call me. Nina, I'll probably talk to you later tonight. Y'all take care, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. We'll be live again soon. Bye, y'all.